What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. I just fell in love with my ex. Now, for all of you people who don't understand this concept, you full of it or you young. So, there are people out here who were with somebody, right? They didn't treat them right. They didn't do right by them. They thought they could do better. And then they moved on. Got somebody else. Or just decided to be free. They got comfortable with that person. They might have got comfortable with their ex. And they didn't see their ex as attractive as they actually were. They need to, step back. And, you never miss a good thing until it's gone. And then you find these people who go, man, I'm with this person. I'm with that person. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm free to do this, that. And then all of a sudden, man, but you know what? They don't do what such and such do. But they not like such and such. Such and such would do this, and such is like this. Oh, I remember when such and such would make this dish. I remember when me and such would go to this place. I go to this place now, but it ain't the same because these other people. I remember such and such introduced me to these things. I still do these things to this day. Oh my God. I think I love them. Because everything I'm doing with these other people is everything I was doing with them. When I get down to in my intimate moments, I do all the things. I want all the things that such and such did. I'm doing it the way that I did it with such and such because it was phenomenal for me. And it's like, wait, why am I? But I didn't do right by this person. I didn't treat them right, but I'm committed to making every relationship, that relationship that I left with that person that I left. And it's like, oh, okay. So guess who you're in love with? Your ex. You see, you got certain people who have a type, right? You keep dating the same person over and over and over and over and over again. But it doesn't dawn on you you're dating your ex. Even if you talk bad about them, you keep dating your ex. Whether it's the person that looks like them, or the person that has the same lifestyle as them, or the person that has the same image as them, or the person who has the same demeanor as them. Somewhere along the line, you're dating your ex. And you're wanting your next to be your ex, which is backwards, because when you was with your ex, it was always nitpicking to complaints and, why I do this? Why am I doing I don't like this. I don't like that. You should do this. And, the streets was always a better option, or somebody else was always a better option. But then when you got, to go be with your better options, you realize you wanted your better options to be somebody that they weren't. So what you got people is, I fell in love with my ex because I want my next to be them. And now the person I couldn't settle for, now I want the people that I want to settle for to be. And not to mention, what happens if you run across your ex again and you're looking at them and they're aging wonderfully and beautifully and aging gracefully and they're looking better and better and their life is better and better and their lifestyle is better and better. And you start thinking to yourself, man, if we was together, I would be doing this with them and I would be doing that with them. And I'm sure the way they operate, they probably done found new spots and new places to go and new experiences. And I wonder, what they doing. And see, this is where social media comes into play, because now you're low-key stalking them on social media and you're trying to see what their life is like so you could, so you could swagger jack their life and lifestyle so you can implement it into yours, because they were actually a more creative person or a more intriguing person or a more spontaneous person or a more well-rounded person than you were. So now you're in love with them, to the point that sometimes some people, it can get so bad where you ended it, or it ended on a bad note and it was for a reason, but you start remembering all the good times when you moved on, and now you want to go back. And then the things that you didn't like come back again, and you're like, now I remember why we broke up. Well, that's why y'all broke up. But the question is, why did you fall in love with them when you were broken up? But when you back with them, you fell out of love with them because you didn't like this, and this. You know, your deal breakers outweigh their good qualities. So now I'm in love with my ex. And God forbid, my ex actually gets somebody else. Oh, no, 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 no. Because see, some of us don't do right by our ex. And then we realize, what if this other person is doing right by them? What if they'll never be single again? Or what if they're going to get over me because they're with this other person? Now, what happens to my dream about getting with them? Can I rekindle that? And now you're infatuated with taking them from their next because they're your ex, and now you're in love with them, and now you realize, oh, they could get somebody and you can't. And you know what that other person is getting, and you're not getting what you thought you would get from these other people. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Peace.